Hello again, this is Ben Hitchcock Cross talking to you with an introduction for the Kim Lavasseur versus Ashland County videos here. We've got quite a few of them. I think there may be even 14 parts in all, something along those lines here. This is an interesting case because it's not a discrimination case, at least yet. It is a grievance appeal of a termination of a county employee after Act 10. So there used to be unions, but Scott Walker did away with that, I think with the connivance of both the Republican and the Democratic Party. Where are you, let's say Governor Evers, for example? You know, how about talking about it? So anyways, all of our, many of our government workers are left high and dry here, not clearly knowing what their rights are. Well, the standard that they came up for in, let's say, Ashland County is unreasonable. They can fire any non-law enforcement employee on the standard of unreasonable. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, no one seems to know, not even the hearing examiner. So I think that's the big question there. The big question we're going to try to answer, and what we're looking at is, what does unreasonable mean? Does it mean they don't know the date that she was terminated on? That the sheriff says that he terminated her? Oh, the county executive says that they terminated her. Oh, it turns out that the county executive and the sheriff have been secretly, let's say, scheming to remove Lavasseur prior to any of this. And it turns out that the sheriff is secretly upset because Lavasseur was communicating with the actual sheriff, Mr. Brennan, when he was the sheriff, and when the current sheriff was just the chief deputy. So apparently that was her crime, was talking to the sheriff when the sheriff was the sheriff and not talking to the chief deputy, who apparently was not coming to the office because he hated the sheriff. So we got all that out there. Also, the county executive was going after her because he didn't like her advocating for increasing funding and wages for county employees under her supervision. He told her that. He called her dog, among other things that's come out there. And he was pretty clear that he was going after her. Why? Because she was stymieing his, let's say, doing whatever he wanted at the county. So we're going to have a lot of testimony that's going to come out, so that you don't have to take, these are my opinions, my interpretation of the evidence. You can make your own decision here. But again, for everybody from Ashland, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here. We provide first-hand sources so that people can make their own decisions about what their Wisconsin government is doing. So here again, I think it's very clear. I just want to note also that the man that they replaced, the much younger man they replaced Miss Lavasseur, as I understand it, was in a one-car hit-and-run accident, meaning he smashed into a pole, something along those lines, and then walked off. I believe he's no longer the jail administrator, but who is? So what's yeah, they got rid of her because you know, she's a woman, because she's older, because she's interfering with their government, let's say their failure to, and see what the county executive did is he used the old numbers from last year and continued to use it. He testified under oath there that he hasn't told anybody, including the county board members, because he hasn't fixed the problem yet. Well, when she called him out on it, all of a sudden he had a problem. So that may be one of the reasons why he went after her. Is that a reasonable reason? Is that legitimate? You make the judge. The hearing examiner sure has a problem. All right. Well, that's Kim Lavasseur. Welcome, and thank you very much for watching. We'll keep you informed.